Oh, Stormcraft and Phobolog. Are you kidding me? No Pluto though, so we can continue with this. But yeah, the corpse and the other one were much nicer than these. I had a great Stormcraft game on my last stream, but those are few and far between, so probably not this time. What do we have here? This looks like a pretty good starting hand though, so I'm not complaining. Looks like a Phobolog game though. Probably with mining ops and metal rich. I like Callisto Penal Mines as Phobolog and satellites. I like Import of Advanced GHG with Phobolog. I like Earthcat. Moho Lake and Decomposer seems good. Solar Probe, we have no science tags, so that doesn't make sense. We still need to think about the corp. But like, Stormcraft has nothing going for it here. We have no floaters whatsoever. Phobolog at least has 14 titanium. Hey, Sir Elix. Which we can spend on Callisto and satellites in Gen 1. I could have 17, yes, but we learned in the empirical prelude tier list that mining ops is a pretty good prelude. Basically, steel prot in Gen 1 isn't that bad, and that's why I like it here. It diversifies my income as well. I like it more than supply drop here, I think. Because the problem with supply drop is it's hard to spend all of the steel. I mean, I could just throw Moho Lake down, but it doesn't make that much sense at the start of the game. One thing which is interesting with Moho Lake and supply drop is it gives me a greenery if I put it on plants. That's actually quite interesting. Mm, you like supply here a lot. Yeah, I see the merit of it with Moho Lake. And we want to get that down at some point anyways for decomposers, and potentially if we draw another animal card for that. Yeah, I think I could go like this, right? Metal rich supply drop. We get Callisto and satellites down, even though we have Earthcat on hand. To get some development going. We could probably skip import of advanced GHG. Why not ice into convert? Ice doesn't give us an immediate conversion, right? Supply drop leaves us with 3 plants. Ice gets us to 7. Or do we mean ice, asteroid, mohole, convert? That would work, but we don't have the money for that. We don't have the money for that. Like, supply drop gets us 16 MC worth in steel. We can't get mohole down. We can easily get ice down, but not mohole. That's the problem with your Phobolog. So we might also just, yeah, poor Phobo, yeah. Still better than fucking Stormcraft. Which just doesn't do anything. We might just not do anything Gen 1 and then Gen 2 get Earthcat down. I think I'll take these 6. What corp is that? Is that freaking... Ah, that's Poseidon, right? You've never picked Stormcraft in your life? What? I have a video coming out in a few days with the second game of my last stream, and in that game I played Stormcraft, and it worked out pretty nicely. Oh wait, we have 12 steel. But that still isn't nearly enough for Moho Lake. I might... No, yeah, I might play Callisto Penal Mines Gen 1. We will find alloys next draft, don't worry. That would be insane. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Phobolog is really that bad. Just can't afford anything with this corp. Yeah, and Fortuna Street just gets Earth Elevator down. It's... yeah. We'll get this down. 6 titanium for Callisto Penal Mines. That's definitely the play here, I think. The question now is, do we also play satellites? But I think we skipped that. Because if we find more space techs, we're very interested in playing them, which makes satellites better. Also, we need to pay 2MC on it, which I don't like at this stage. And yeah, it gets cheaper with Earthcat, so I'll skip here. These guys haven't gotten power prod down, I think, both of them. So that's nice, at least. No one can trade. With power, at least. And let's see what we get. Artificial is the best card here. The power prod is really valuable. Definitely better than Pioneer Settlement, which I think is probably the worst colony placing card. And geothermal power. Wow, okay. Well, that's a lot of power. We like that. We have Luna and Triton in place, so that's good economic colonies. So we definitely want the power. Yeah, we can't afford Earthcat. We're keeping these 3, and then we're playing these 2. I think it's quite essential to get this power prod down. Next gen we're first player, so we can then trade with Luna immediately. That's pretty essential. And yeah, Important Nitrogen is just such a good card. We're keeping that as well. Pioneer Settlement is trash. Or not trash, but I just don't see. We have... oh, we could trade with Titanium. Yeah, sure. We have space cards to spend our Titanium on, so we don't need to pick this up. I'd much rather SP a colony than play Pioneer Settlement. If we have like tons of titanium, but we have no titanium income. For satellites, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I think this won't come down anytime soon. I think this gen we're doing these two. Next gen we're trading. Maybe playing Earthcat if we can afford it into Mohole Lake and Ice Asteroid to convert. This satellite is on the back burner, I think. Let's get our power down. The colony becomes titanium income. Yeah, but I can just SP a colony instead. I really don't like Pioneer Settlement. At some point I will probably SP colonies on Luna and Triton. Maybe I will do that next gen before... okay, that's annoying. That's really annoying actually. Start is weak enough already. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's marginal in this situation, whether or not that one's better than an SP. We'll see. We made the call, now we have to live with it. Let's see what we find in the next draft. Oh my god, what the heck? Is it like an insects cut? Do we take Ganymede? Do we take Solar Wind? Basically, this is difficult. I think our win condition is Jovians, so let's keep Ganymede. Advertising is nice. We're definitely keeping that. We have 4 cards that triggered already. And Ganymede Colony is our 5th for it. Let's cut ice, yes. I don't think we keep that. Finally, Earthcut is on. Yeah, I might SP a colony on Luna, trade with it instead of Earthcat this gen. And not do anything else this gen. That might be what I'll do here. Because what would I do after Earthcat? Nothing much, really. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I have these cards on hand which I can spend my titanium on, but what do I achieve by playing Earthcat this gen? I can't follow it up with these two together. And I'm not playing anything else, right? But yeah, maybe the titanium colony was indeed better. Now I'll just pass. And then next gen, I think it's time for advertising, Earthcat, Moho Lake, Ice Asteroid, Convert. That kind of line. Oh, it's... Okay, I just thought we got sabotaged, but no. Space Station into Electrocat. Pretty good start for Point Luna here with Allied Bank, Mars U, Electrocat down now. That's an interesting start for Poseidon. Poseidon has 2 colonies down already. Yeah, absolutely. The problem with these preludes that I picked is that if you can't make use of the resources immediately, then the development preludes are just better in comparison. And we couldn't make use of the resources immediately because Phobo is so poor that even with all of these minerals, we couldn't get the stuff down we wanted. And we have Earthcat on hand, which is kind of blocking us because we need to play this first before we can get this other stuff down. The next gen is time. So okay, he gets another SP colony down. Poseidon thinks. Question is, does he have 2 more power? Space Mirrors, okay. That's a way to get 1 more power. And I'll just pass here. We can pop off next gen, I think. Depends a bit on the draft. If we find a lot of great stuff again, then maybe not. Optimal air braking. This is a pretty scary setup from Knight of Hope here. I think Point Luna is in a pretty good spot. Now finally you see, yep, next gen definitely will be the Earthcat gen. Definitely worth it to play advertising first though. So we get 1 more MC prot out of Earthcat. Okay, yeah, he will get to 3 power prot now. That means we won't be able to trade with Luna next gen. We will be able to trade with Triton if we want, which I think is definitely what we want. The sad thing here is that he will get 2 gens of trading with Luna versus our 1 gen. Depending on the direction of play here. There's not really a reason why I need to open with Earthcat plus Oceans. Then I'm sitting on 7 plants. So I'll do... Okay, nice, we get a card draw. I'll do advertising into Earthcat as my first turn, and then I do Moho Lake Convert as my second turn. And then I'll follow it up with Ice Asteroid, I think. We lose out on... No, we don't lose out on rebates. So yeah, I think that's the turn. Yeah, I fly first turn, that's true. Yeah, so I could have played advertising last gen. Now it looks like we fly, we do advertising, we Earthcat, we skip, we do Moho Lake, we convert. But one reason not to play advertising last gen is I don't want to give away that I have it, because then they're disincentivized of passing me cards that trigger it. But at the same time, it's a small enough. Passing this to Point Luna. Come on. Are you for real? I need to cut this Luna Governor from Point Luna, obviously. I hate you, Fortuna Street, for this. Because I really want Cryo Sleep, but I have to cut Luna Governor. I mean, I could even take it. I need one more Earth Tech after advertising and Earth Cut. We're definitely taking Inventor's Guild. Way too late for us. Yeah, I think so too. We can skip this. We take Inventor's Guild. Nothing else here, I think. That was annoying. I wanted that cryo sleep. Even if we get saboed, it won't stop the Earth Cap. But it would stop the Moho Lake. Wait, can we even afford advertising into Moho Lake? I think we need to save money here. So I think don't create us still not worth it. Just the one greenery won't make it worth it. What we want to do is an ocean walk. I will probably do like Moho Lake here and then conversion there and then Ice Asteroid here and then try to do the North Ocean walk. The city wouldn't really help. Why me? I'm obviously in the worst spot. Like what? Why would you hit me? Oh, come on. Look at this start. This is not the player you want to hit. Fortuna Street is in a much better spot than me. Oh my god. That really pisses me off. Alright. That is really annoying. Like, I'm rich momentarily, yes, but I haven't developed any economy, no card draw yet. They don't know I have Earthcat on hand. They don't know I have card draw on hand. That's just a lie. That's just a straight up lie. Like, Point Luna is an amazing spot. I mean, he said that himself, but he has -1, optimal arrow breaking, Electrocat down, Mars U down, good economy. He's in a great spot. Poseidon has trade envoys down, has 3 colonies down as Poseidon. He's in a great spot. My spot at the moment is pretty bad, I would say. I have great cards on hand, but they don't know that. I'm leaving a message Chen here that Mars Expert was absolutely not the one to be saboed. I think so too. I think I have great cards on hand, but from what all they know, my situation is the worst. So in that spot, I think I was not the one to be saboed there. 100%. Maybe he's watching the stream. I don't think so. I don't think any of the viewers would stream snipe. Obviously, I'm going only off of the honor system here, but I really don't think Knight of Hope is stream sniping here. I think it was just a reflex to pick me here. Alright. We definitely can't afford Moho Lake, which is really sad. But yeah, I'll do Earthcat. That gives me a plan, MC prod here. What I might do, honestly, is Ganymede Colony into satellites. That grants a lot of MC prod. Ganymede Colony gives me 1, and then satellites gives me 4. And that finally turns my titanium into economy. And I have titanium left over for Ice Asteroid afterwards still. So let's do that. Pretty easily. Alright, we are looking pretty bad on all of the milestones for sure. Obviously, revealing Ganymede Colony is not great. That's info, and will disincentivize them from passing me more Jovians, but with this stack of titanium, obviously, that is incentivized to do that always. So, yeah, satellites this gen, and then I really want to lead off with Moho Lake convert next gen, but probably should fly first. Did you do cryo sleep? Yeah, it doesn't do anything for him at the moment. He could trade with titanium, but you probably don't want to do that this early on. That's true. Okay. He didn't hit me there. Probably because I was raging in chat about being hit. Now I feel bad a bit, because I think there it was better to hit me because I'm sitting on 3 plants. But I'm not sure. Okay, let's... But it would have been really bad for me to get hit there, because then I can't do the Moho Lake convert play. Let's skip. I don't know anything about Twitch, but does 1K followers award some sort of financial benefit like YouTube at 1K? No. As far as I know, I don't think so. I have no idea actually, because I don't know anything about Twitch as well, or either. You have to reach some sort of milestone to be able to get monetized on Twitch, but I reached that really early on. Like, it's really easy to reach that one. That you have to have a certain amount of hours streamed, then a few followers and whatever. Reach that really early on, and then you can have people subbing to you. You can have ads and whatever. I don't know if you get anything at 1,000 followers. I'm not tracking my Twitch followers at all, anyways. So I'm really happy if you follow, guys, but I'm not tracking it whatsoever. We're passing this to Poseidon, who has 1 building tag. Probably want to cut the power. We don't need it at the moment, but if he gets the second trade fleet down, I don't want him to have 7 power prod. Let's cut that for now. These are all good, but I think I really want the indentured workers. Really good for me. These are bad, but energy saving is power prod, so let's cut that. I think just indentured workers here makes sense. It's good to have a draft where I don't have to keep a few don't have to keep a lot of cards. So let's keep this. So we can trade, we can play Endangered Workers. Then next time we play Moho Lake and convert. He will probably trade with Luna, which is sad, and then we trade with Triton. No, we probably trade with Callisto for 10 power. Oh no, we trade with, actually we trade with Io. We don't want to trade with Callisto because he gets power out of that. Yeah, 10 heat. 10 heat gives me the bonus. So we probably start off with trading with Io and then taking the bonus heat bump instead of whatever else I wanted to do. Yeah. Workers would have helped out so much 3 gens ago. Yeah, absolutely. This would have been amazing to have on our starting hand or in Gen 1 draft. It's still good because we can use it to get Moho Lake down. He does that and takes the bonus heat bump. I'm actually fine with that. I'll happily trade with Luna. I would have loved to take that as well, but I'm not complaining about a Luna trade in a gen where I shouldn't be able to trade with it. So we trade with Luna. We do Indentured Workers. Then this will give us the 5 plants we need for the conversion. Assuming our plants don't get destroyed. So we'll do that next. Yeah, all of a sudden we're rich. Okay, and now Knight of Hope can also trade. So we will get, everyone will only get 1 Luna trade per round. But this round we get 2 Luna trades. We get 1 this gen and 1 next gen. Because he traded with Io. Which is nice. What's also nice is that after our conversion we can get decomposers down. So this Moho Lake actually immediately gives us the action value, which is really good. Of course they get destroyed, come on. I really hope not. I sat on them for way too long, but it really didn't work out for us to play these cards earlier. Okay, Pyro. Into what? Martian Zoo. Oh. That's scary. How many cards does he have? 5. Okay. And no card draw yet, right? I'm really happy that Point Luna didn't get that. But now I have to cut Earth tax from both of them, which is not great. Alright, if I play Moho Lake here, I go to 8, convert here, I go to 1. And then Ice Asteroid will only get me to 5. But if I go here, 6, doesn't really make a difference. So let's do Moho Lake. Here and convert here. To have the maximum potential Ocean Walk. Obviously we open up this spot. Now we are really rich, yes. But we have card draw on the horizon, so we'll get that down. Conscription for Point Luna. Textures. More power. Now I'm really scared that he's got like Skydogs, but he's only on 5 power. But still, Skydogs would obviously be insane. Yeah. That card also would have been amazing. Although I don't have the Earth text. I have it now after Earth Pet. This would be cool. That's also really annoying, I have to say. But obviously this is the best spot for him to put it. Makes absolute sense. Let's draw first. Let's see what we get. This is atrocious. Sad life. I might just play Ice Asteroid on the card plus the plants. Wop wop. To see what we draw with it. Or Titanium. Yeah. I think we have to try to get Gardener. Yeah, one greenery down is probably not enough of a route for Gardener. Yeah, and he's now at 2 greeneries, yeah, okay. We don't have to try to get Gardener, I guess. Then I guess we can go for like the card and Titanium. Sponsors. Okay to be played, but nothing that changes much. Let's take Titanium. Let's get sponsors down. Great economy now, but yeah, only 2 cards on hand. We really need more card draw, I guess. There's Terraformer, and he's also looking strong on Gardener. So Fortuna Street has a great setup here. We get that. We are looking bad on all of the awards except Banker, but easy to be flipped, especially with us only having 1 card on hand. We don't have anything else to do this gen. Passing this to Point Luna. He has 1 steel. Think Mineral Deposit. Vesta Shipyard. We're going to get someone's going to get PS Seed. Everyone can play this, right? Yeah. But we have 4 power pro, so we can take Vesta Shipyard here. We have Ganymede Colony down, so it's a bit better than usual. With a discount, we have extra value on Titanium. This is alright. This should be Greenhouses or Noctis. Noctis is immediately playable. Greenhouses has higher payout. Someone, yeah. Let's see. I honestly think we pick everything. We are really rich. We can even play this Adapted Lycan, even though it's not great, but we might still find NRA. We trade with Luna. We look at a card, I think. Natural Preserve. Is Fortuna Street going to SP a greenery for Gardener? That's basically the question there is. He might. But yeah, we can risk it. We're quite rich. If we get it down, we can draw a card with it, which would be really nice. And we can do Mineral Deposit into it. Yeah, we're just running out of stuff to do. But yeah, it might just die here. Fortuna Street might open the gen with Greenery Gardener, because he's not pressured to trade. Knight of Hope will trade here first. He will take the Triton trade probably. And the rest of the trades. He can trade with Callisto, but he's not pressured anymore because everyone has used up their trade fleets. It dies, yeah. Obviously then. Oh god, okay. At least he wasn't able to double up on anything. He didn't have a colony down yet, right? No. And he wanted one down on Luna. Okay. Okay, but now Fortuna Street is pressured to trade. Because Night of Hope didn't. Does Night of Hope have plans? No. Why did he play Protected instead of trading? Maybe he doesn't want to trade this gen? Yeah, it's possible. It's definitely possible that this will be a bad result. Especially getting no milestone is probably going to hurt me quite a lot. We could still like run into card draw. And we have a good economic setup. And if we run into card draw and then find more Jovians, there's a chance. There's a chance, I have to say, there's a chance. Nice, Fortuna Street trades. That means he's probably not going to place the greenery now. And that means we can get Natural Preserve down. Wait, we want to do Mineral Deposit into it. What's our action? That's more whole egg. Deposit into natural. Card with it. Tardigrades. Not crazy impactful, but it's a point, I'm quite certain. Game just needs to go to Gen 9 and that's a point. So we're obviously playing it. Also, it triggers decomposers. Might be 2 points in the end. But yeah, obviously not the card I hoped I'd get. Yeah, okay. We got really lucky that Natural Preserve survived. It wasn't impactful in the end, but at least it was something to do. Watch is getting AMC'd now. Yeah, if anyone had AMC, they would have played it already on the other guy. Mineral Rich the whole game with 0 prot. Yup. That's quite funny, that's true. Bad thing about that is we're not able to fund miner. If you're mineral rich, most of the time you can at least fund miner, but not this time. Net shield. Well, that's a good way to spend your titanium. I wish I got that. Although, I don't have much titanium sitting around at the moment. I shouldn't complain. Alright, let's get tardigrades online. Fast turns, as long as we have easy decisions to make. Next up, we just do adapted Lycan and skip. Yeah, we are sitting on so much cash. It's crazy. basically, the only card that could save us probably is AI Central. If we top deck that, then we really have a good chance. We can immediately play it. It grants us a ton of card draw. That's what we need, basically. I would be happy with Restricted Area or Death Center too. Or Subcrust Measurement or whatever. But yeah, AI really is the dream here. And that's pretty much it. Should we SP a Colony on Triton? No, I don't want to give Fortuna Street another power prod right now. Yeah, no. I'll just not a power prod, MC prod, I mean, obviously. It's funny how close we are to Mayor. Like, we have a ton of money, we already have a city down on Ganymede. We could, we were almost rich enough at the start of the gen to SP 2 cities and get Mayor. But yeah, they had tempo on the other two awards, like Green can pick up Builder. And Fortuna Street was so close to Gardner that it wasn't worth it to even think about it. Molecular printing. That's usually a card you want to play in the last gen, but maybe he needs the science tech. Or he just wanted the cycle. Algae, okay. Pretty good. Plant prod now. How many science techs? No, he got to 5. Maybe it's mass converter. That would also be quite scary. Because the card was cash negative. So yeah, you obviously wouldn't play it for no reason. It's either the cycle or the science tech for mass. At the moment it looks like it was just a cycle. Yeah, okay, it was just a cycle. That's good. That means he doesn't have mass converter. All right. Two cards on hand for Fortuna Street. I'm willing to pass him this media group because win condition is Joves. Win condition is Joves. I'm telling you. What the fuck? The really late IO. But I'm sitting on 83 cash plus a bit of titanium and nothing to do, so go Joves, go Joves. Yes, go Jovian, go Jovian. You will find TG and you will still lose. Possibly. By the way, everyone who's still tuned in, Tuesday night I'm playing a tournament game. I'm streaming that. So Tuesday night, 8 p.m. CET. So that's 3.5 hours back from now. So 3.5 hours ago, but on Tuesday. So if you don't want to miss that, tune in. There's another Joe. What is happening? Just taking these. That's it. Obviously no reason to pick Drop Resort. Nice, sell it. So yeah, everyone who can and everyone who wants, tune in. It's Gold Elo Tournament, round 1 of this month. Let's see. Obviously, Gold Elo Tournament means really strong opponents. We might not even be able to make it through the first round. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm giving my best. There's the Luna trade. We get a bit of cash out of that. And now we will see. Will he trade with Triton? Will I place... Oh, there's a warp drive. Okay, maybe molecular printing for warp drive. And then he figured didn't need to play it last gen because he didn't have a space tech to follow it up with. But now it makes sense because he's got money. Warp drive, obviously one of the most busted cards of this expansion. Really scary. I might just SP a colony on Triton and trade with it this gen. Gets me basically my money back on the colony. So yeah, because I will get 3 titanium for the colony and 1 more for trading there. So 4 titanium. That's 16 for Phobolog. Standard project costs 17. And then I can make good use out of that. I can make good use of that titanium afterwards. And I still have enough money to play IO mining easily afterwards. I could even play these two this gen. Not sure if that's needed. Made an AI song for Jovians. You gotta be pretty dedicated to almost always focus on Jovians. There's just some games where it doesn't work. But if it works, it's super fun, obviously. This game, they are sadly coming online too late, and we don't have enough card draw to really follow it. He's dedicated, your Tiaga. Yeah, most of the time I'm more of the Tiaga. Okay, Fortuna Street. Will he trade? Will he trade? I don't think he'll trade with Triton. It's just a 2 titanium trade for him. No, he trades with Callisto. It's 10 power. Makes sense. The good thing about putting a colony there this gen is also that then next gen it will be on this spot. I will be second player. Fortuna Street will trade with Luna, and I'll get the Triton trade. Get 1 more titanium out of it next gen as well. So I'll do that. Build a colony there. I know I have a card draw, but I want to secure this trade first. Let's do that. I had a game where I won for sure, and the guy got 3 Jovian multipliers in the last game, then you lost. Yeah, that's the problem with Joves. They can be really swingy. Okay. What? Fortuna Street, what? I passed the media group to Fortuna Street and he didn't keep it. He gave it to Point Luna. No. What even was in that pack? I wish I remembered, but I don't. It was, for me, it was just between the Jove and mid media group. I don't even remember the other cards. Huh. That's interesting. I really didn't want Point Luna to have it. He's got more cards on hand and he's Point Luna, so media group's really good for him. SP Ocean means what exactly? Ah, conversion. The algae is already down, right? Ah, this is the 6th ocean. Okay, it could have meant kelp farming. Yeah, instead of advertising, we needed spin-off department. Exactly. Also triggers when you play a card worth 20 or more, but draws you a card instead of giving you 1 MC prot. That would have been insane. Yeah, that's not what we need. I mean, no. Sadly, absolutely not what we need. Well, we're going to play this IO. Jesus, we have a lot of titanium. Instead, we find power grid. Yeah. Great card. I'm not playing AM this gen, even though I could, because I'm pretty sure, as I elaborated on earlier, I will get the Triton trade next gen, which means 3 more titanium, plus the 3 I get this gen, to spend on AM. Out of hope we'll get the bonus ocean here. We don't have any plans. We have 1 plan to lose. Okay, but that's not the end of the world. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, purple got the conversion. He saved his plans from destruction at the last possible moment. What did blue do before? Wait, I'm blue. Green. Green did the Luna trade. Then media group into builder. Could have done the demos first to destroy those plans. SP2 greeneries. We could do that, yeah. That's true. Go here and here, not bad even. In terms of what we get back. Yeah, ocean walk now. Yeah, I don't even hate that idea. We are so rich. Gives us the bonus bump. Why not? Why not, honestly? Let's see what Fortuna Street does first, but he won't get this bonus bump. We speed up our demise. Yes, but I don't think we scale better than they do. In theory, we should drag, but they have great economies as well. And Point Luna has card draw, even though it's not active. He has quite a bit of card draw on Point Luna and Marsu. So I don't think we scale better than they do. And we can just take points. Yeah, he could, exactly, he could also take he could also take the bonus bump quite easily. What I'm wondering is, should I take a card or should I take this spot? Probably should take this spot. Yeah, I was wondering about the card too, but the money back in the plant I think is worth it over the card. Obviously the card could have been AI or TG, but yeah. Denying that city spot, yeah. Greenhouses on the card. True, we could do that. We have 4 cities with Ganymede. Do I want to do that at the moment? I don't think we are in a rush, right? Because nobody's going to place anything here. Do you want to do it now? That's true. Yeah, we can save our plans from destruction if anyone has anything. Temperature's almost maxed out, so likelihood is a likelihood of plant destruction events is shrinking, but it's still only almost maxed out, not completely maxed out. And there's still virus and mining expedition, so yeah. I guess we can go greenhouses, so what? We have 2 steel to spend on it. Let's see what we draw into. At this stage, even AI won't save us anymore because it's too late in the game for card draw to make that much of a difference. But we can see what we can find. Fish. Nice. We don't lose the plant crop. Let's see what we got. No. This is so stupid. Why? Why did we draw into that? Yeah, good question. Do we have enough money for it? Oh, this is the most stupid draw I saw all game. Oh my god. This is... Game will probably end next gen. That means TG and wife take priority over AM. We very much likely get the... Oh, we have a high probability of getting this Triton trade, which will help to get these cards down. We have 31, 61, another 12, that's 73, plus another 12 here, that's 85. That's 59 plus 23 is 82. So we, in theory, have enough for all 3 Joves next gen. Sadly, then don't have money for nitrogen, but load one time. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. That would be pretty nice. Would be pretty nice. Restricted area coming too late, but we cut it. That would have been really nice early on. We cut the Earth office from Point Luna. It's got no floater shenanigans. Wait, we are passing to Point Luna. Just cut the acquired company from Point Luna. Cheap Jove. Oh, yeah. I completely forgot about. Yeah, I should have kept that for like if the game goes one more gen. That was completely idiotic. Why did I not think of that? I can't afford it this gen, but if I want to get everything else down. But I could have even played it instead of AM, which would have allowed me to play nitrogen then. Probably. I haven't calculated that. If it ends this gen, yeah. Let's calculate this one more time. We have 6173. Is what it is, you say it. We have 6173. If we get the Triton trade, that's another 12. That's 85. This costs 59, 79, 82. 3 MC left over. We can afford to buy restricted area for the case that the game doesn't end this gen, I think. Otherwise, we could have this. The game doesn't end this gen. I'd love to play restricted, but probably because I have so few actions, I'd be forced to get everything down first. So yeah, I think we don't buy it. All right, let's just roll with these four, these cards that we have on hand already. Yeah, game ends this gen. Raiders is already out. Pretty sure Raiders is already out. I think we got raided earlier. Wait, he didn't trade? Okay. This is 12 MC as well. And it's better for them. So we do the Luna trade, right? This is 2 plus, yeah, it's 3 titanium. Just 12. This is 12, so we trade with Luna. And we look at a card. We don't have any floaters, so this is useless. That could have fucked us over, yeah. Fab was out, Raiders is out, but we both forgot about air raid. But I think none of them have floaters, so we would have been fine. Yeah. Man, I'm really I'm really angry with myself that I completely blacked out on that Jupiter floating station. I thought to myself, like, I didn't consider it because I thought I don't have the money to play it this gen anyways. But I didn't even think about it being an alternative to AM and then being able to play nitrogen as well. Because yes, it's only 1 point on the card instead of the 2 on asteroid mining, but then I would have been able to afford this. Imported would have been 2 points. 1 point on decomposers and 1 TR. The plans wouldn't have mattered, yes. So it would have been just 1 point difference. 1 point more for Jupiter floating station plus imported nitrogen. And it would have worked out just like that. Like I just had enough money. But yeah, it's nothing to worry too much about because yeah, just 1 point. There comes a trade with Ayo for heat. He wants the game to end. We don't reveal our stuff yet. We need to get this down on tardigrades actually this time. Because we won't get another point on decomposers, but we will get one on tardigrades if we put it there this gen. If it goes one more gen, then it was a mistake to put it on tardigrades, because if I don't get another green card down, then decomposers only gives me a point next gen if I put microbe on it this gen and next gen. But because we think it ends this gen, putting it on tardigrades is... Yeah, no, it only can give 2 micro points on ants or Venusian insects, not on tardigrades or whatever. I really wonder if this will be enough. Let's do this first. Just do one action. 62. This is 59, as we calculated. There's the last heat bump. Nice. Game ends this gen. Let's see. I don't think it will be enough, but let's see. Yeah, I love this game too. It was at points really annoying because we didn't get anything, but in the end, we maybe got all we needed. Let's see. 33 card points all of a sudden. Oh god. 7 Joves, all 4 multipliers. But they passed them to me, right? We started off with 1 on our starting hand, did we? I remember that at some point Wife was up against Media Group. We had Ganymede in the starting hand, yeah. And then at one point Wife was up against Media Group, and I made the difficult decision to pick Wife because I knew it was the only win condition we had to go for Jovians. Then TG we top decked with something. When we put the greenery here. And IO and AM came in through the draft from them. Yeah, and Ganymede was played early, so they knew about it. So I think the only card or the only multiplier that they couldn't do anything about and also didn't knew about was TG. Ganymede obviously I had on the starting hand, they couldn't do anything about it, but I played it really early on, so they saw it. Everything was calculated and we got 2 multipliers from them. And TG was just lucky as hell, obviously. But I think it's still not enough. I have no points on the board, basically. I have no milestones, no boards. I have quite a few card points, yes, but this is not enough. I can't imagine that it's enough. Yeah, that's another 3 points for green and 1 for purple. Whew, let's see. Yeah, look how far he's ahead. Yeah, this is not enough. We got into 2nd place, which is something at least. But GG's, this was fun. What a weird game. Not last though, yeah. Unbelievable. It was unlucky in so many ways. Like, it was really unlucky at the start. Oh, like the whole first 75% of the game. No, like probably 90% of the game. We suffered. And then we found so many great cards in the end too. get into second place. Like, we had a few really good cards on the starting hand, like Earthcat, obviously great. We had 2 good preludes, but not economic preludes, like not engine preludes. We found really early power prod to trade, that was nice, but we just didn't have any card draw. Good all 4 Jovian molds. Yeah, but like, eh. It was such a slow game for us. Look at how few cards we played. We said, I know we ended Gen 5 or 6 with like 40 MC left over because we just didn't have anything to play. So, yeah, weird one. Really weird one. But yeah, GG's anyways. It was a fun one, definitely. But yeah, I didn't have much the whole game. Yeah, I mean, yes, I remember that you started off the game by just SPing colony after colony. You definitely played really well. Because Green had a pretty insane setup with the research outpost, Electrocat, optimal air braking, and especially Marsu. But yeah, you went rush. That was nice. That was really well played. The the Terraformer and Gardener acclaim were nice. Obviously, Trade Envoys always helps a lot. That's a crazy card. GAA there. Yeah, but you haven't played a lot of cards either, so yeah.